Hello students. So in this session you will see what is the meaning of programming language, how many types of programming languages are used, types of translator we used to convert from one language to another, and so let's get started. So first of all, what is programming language? See, we all are working in a software world. We all are using mobile, we all are using laptop. So whatever software we see into our computer, into our mobile, so those softwares are made from the programming language. So programming languages are formal language which is used to create software program. It uses commands, instruction and syntax to create software program. Let's take an example of WhatsApp. WhatsApp is a software and it is made from the programming language only. So friends, so I think now this is clear to you. Programming languages are the languages which are used to develop any kind of software, or we can say they are set of instruction with the help of which we can build our software. Okay, so now coming on to the types of programming language used. So first of all, programming languages are comes in of three types. First is called as the low level language, high level language and middle level language. Okay, so coming on to the low level language. See, low level language is the language which is understood by the machine. Low level languages are those languages which are understood by the machine. Low level language comes in the collection of 0 and 1 bit. Okay, or we can say low level language is a kind of signal which is accepted by the computer. Okay, so this language is a machinery language which is understood by user and a collection of 0 and 1 form. Then the second language comes is called as the assembly level language. It is a computer language in which instructions are created using symbol such as letter, digit and special character. See, this kind of language is basically used in a special type of computer architecture. Normally they are used in electronic devices. They are used to program electronic devices, and this is also called as a kind of low level language. So that's why we are calling it as a middle level language. They are formed by the set of instruction by using so many kinds of numerical values, like for example the hexadecimal values. And at the left side you can see this image. This is a image of the assembly level language. Here here we use set of instructions like add, subtract, sub, add. Okay, so this is called as the assembly level language, where there are predefined set of instructions which we use, and they are also called as the mnemonics. High level language. See, high level language is the language which is understood by the user. That means the language by which we do programming to make a software is called as the high level language. For example, Fortran, Basic, C++, Java are the example of the high level language. Okay, so students, now coming on to the translator. As I before told you that we all work on high level language, machine understood the low level language. That means we understood high level language and machine knows low level language, but because we want to work on machine, so now we need a translator which will translate our high level language to the low level language. Okay, for example, I am making a program in C++, so for that I will use my language as C++. So C++ will be my high level language, but my machine don't know what is C++ and what is the meaning of all the instruction which I use in C++. So because machine knows only low level language, so now we need an intermediator which will translate our language to machine language. That means now we need a translator which will translate high level language to low level language. So translator comes of three types. First is called as assembler, second is called as compiler, and third is called as the interpreter. So this is the differences between the compiler, interpreter and assembler. Before that, we should know what are the meaning of all these contents. First is the assembler. As we have seen, assembly level language, no? So to convert assembly level language to machine code, that kind of translator is called as the assembler. Compiler converts high level to low level language, and interpreter also does the same. Interpreter are also made to translate high level language to low level language. But the difference comes at compiler compiles whole program at once and then shows a result, but interpreter compiles the program line by line. So it takes time to compile a program, and compiler does it fast. Now in this picture you can see differences between the compiler, interpreter and assembler. See, on the first point, this the first column is for the compiler, middle one is for the interpreter, and third one is for the assembler. So compiler are the software that converts the program written in high level language into machine level language. So and interpreter also translate the high level to machine level, but the software that convert the program written in assembly language into machine language are called as the assembler. So compiler and interpreter both are made to convert high level to low level language, but assembler converts assembly level language to the low level language. Now, compiler converts the whole program, whole high level language to machine language at a time. That means compiler compiles whole program at once, but interpreter compiles whole program line by line, and here assembler converts assembly language program to machine. Okay, so assembler means what is the task of assembler? It will simply compiles whole assembly code into the machine code. So the main thing is comes about the compiler and interpreter. Compiler compiles whole code at once and interpreter compiles line by line. So these are the example for this kind of translator. First, for the compiler you go for the C++. This is the example, and for interpreter we can see its example for the interpreter are Ruby, Perl, Python, PHP, and assembly level language is normally used by the assembler is normally used by the assembly level language. Already I have shown the example. See, this is the example, the set of instructions which are used in the assembly level language. So this is the example of the assembly level language. Okay friends, so thank you. This was done for today. I hope this will be helpful to you. Thank you.